Hey you, so on this video why I stopped collecting these coins, I'm just going to go over a few of the coins that I've got here. It's going to be mainly referring to the sizes here and just give more of an in-depth reason as to why I stopped collecting these coins. I've done a video similar to this a pretty while back now, and I was just giving my opinion on what the best size was for my strategy at the time. So I've recently been asked about a few coins, so I said I'd do a video just giving my own personal views on why I don't collect these sizes no more, specific coin, and just break them down and go in why. Now obviously I'm going to be putting it out there for anybody to also leave in the comments and give their views on coins that they no longer collect also, whether it be a specific series or just the size of your styles changed. So I'm going to break straight into this and go ahead and show off the half-ounce coins as I've just shown here. This is the half-ounce Perth Mint Lunar Tiger. Now I would say for me at once upon a time, and this is going to boil down to close to all, it's going to be the number one reason for a lot of the coins I'm going to be showing here. Once upon a time, the half-ounce coins, especially the Perth Mint ones, they was the talk of the day. They was definitely the flavour of the day. Anything half-ounce was definitely up there. You had the situation when the Lunar coins first came out, Lunar Series 2, where you had an extremely limited mintage on the mouse, which made that real highly desirable and extremely expensive because it was so short in supply. So following on from there, you had the Ox and then the Tiger. Now the Tiger's always gone on to hold somewhat of a premium, and so I was real happy. I've done an unboxing video of this when I was able to secure these. And inside of that, these are the half-ounce Tigers. There was always your other coins that individuals were getting. I can't remember what it was at the time, but at one point in time, the half-ounce coins were really selling on the secondary market for a lot more of a premium once a bit of time had gone by than for when you purchased them. So I'd noticed this from a lot of old videos I'd saw that they was real big. People were really loading up on the half-ounce coins in boxes and boxes of them. I never did get that far. I did have a box of half-ounce horses. Now that was another coin, as so many people loaded up on them, jumping on from maybe information from the previous years when they were so scarce, and seeing the price on the secondary market for previous half-ounce Perth Mint Lunar 2 coins. A lot of people jumped on board, but I noticed early that the prices wasn't really following the new releases, you know, and especially with this one. Here's a prime example. As this came out, because it's such a popular design motif, a lot of people jump straight all over it. And so a great thing for Perth Mint, a bad thing for your average you know, flipper, collector that wants to be able to sell their coin for a higher price at a later date. Because there were so many in circulation, they went on to actually sell a lot of them, which is a great thing for the Perth Mint, but it doesn't do great things for individuals that want to go on and flip these on the secondary market afterwards. So I couldn't give you the mintage off the top of my head now, but there was a whole load of these about, which ultimately led to oversaturation. So I wouldn't say prices tanked, but the good days were gone where you could really pick up a half-ounce coin. I wasn't really involved in the game at all then, but I did secure some of these at the time. If I was around then and doing what I'm doing now with the metals, it would have been something I definitely would have taken advantage of. And I mean, it's sitting right in front of you. A lot of people that did load on them, believing, well, you know, I'll hold on to these for a whole of eternity, and then at a later date I'll sell them, and most, you know, the premiums will keep on rising with them. I'm sure they're in for a rude awakening now, but I realized early that that's how this game goes. You know, it works in phases, as a lot of things do, and you really need to strike while the iron was hot then. So I got those just for the sake of getting them. I think even these, now it's funny enough, these are some of the only eBay purchases I did end up doing a long time ago. I can't remember when I bought these. At the time I was purchasing a lot of junk silver also on the secondary market. And so I picked up a load of these from the seller also to bring shipping down, including the costs. And I got them for a good price at the time. I can't remember how much, I'd need to check. But I do have a few half-ounce rolls. Definitely a box of the Tigers that I done an unboxing with of when I got them. So I do have some, but I don't actively collect the half-ounce coins at all no more. Now that's not ruling off a half-ounce coin in general. If a coin was to come out tomorrow and I thought it was going to be a in-demand coin, a very popular hot coin, and it was in a half-ounce variant, I would pick it up. So I'm not going to not pick it up because it's a half ounce. But other than that, I don't actively seek to pick up half ounce coins to go on to flip. You know, a lot of my trades and flips I've done, I haven't had the best success from a lot of the half ounce coins in bulk. So I personally don't pick them. But this is from my own personal experience here. I don't know how well they're selling on the secondary market. So maybe somebody that only deals in half ounce coins. I've had an individual comment once that half ounce colorized coins work fantastic for him. You know, those were his best selling coins on eBay. I could believe that because, you know, it's always those quirky things that do well that a lot of people are overlooking. But me personally, from my own experience, I've never really put a lot of these coins up. With these I have here, even this roll of bunnies, I still don't know what I'm going to do. It'll be something I'll include that in a trade at some point later on in life. But I'm real happy just to have a few. I have the box of the Tigers, but for me, the half ounces are definitely out. I won't be looking at any of them moving forward. So, like I've said, it's not at the top of my menu. So the next coin I also stopped collecting is going to be this Panda. So we can get it up here. Now on these, I was here, you know, front row when the train first pulled in, and there was a lot of hype around these coins, as is, you know, they first came out. It was the first time they was doing this size. We had the whole debacle of them running out, so dealers yanked the prices up. Then you could secure any, I mean, even with these, and I done a video unboxing these when I first got them, dealers were pulling out of orders. You know, I ordered a lot more, was only able to get a fraction of what I had ordered. So it was a lot of hype around these coins, and real happy that I was able to secure them. I got them at a decent price. Didn't get the amount I want, but I was able to get them at a decent price. If the hype would have followed and the demand would have carried on, as I've realized that's just not the case these days, you know, something better always does come along, I would have maybe stayed into them. This was, I think, the first fractional gold sizes that I did pick up. I wouldn't want to say that, but you know, it was real cool at the time, you know, because this small little 1 gram coin was selling for very high premiums. I mean, dealers were paying a nice premium for them. He was able to flip them easily on eBay. But then lo and behold, it was somewhat of a situation we had with the Queen's Beast coin, the Lion quarter ounce. It was nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be seen. Rumor on the grapevine was an individual had secured them all. And then the market just got flooded with them. That's the case. And then individuals that had them and thought they was really onto something. I remember a guy on YouTube, I don't know where he is now, but he secured a real large amount at the time. I mean, a very, very large amount. And I remember telling them, look, I'd sell half of those. You could make a killing. It'd be interesting to find out what he'd done. Can't remember his YouTube name, but I do know his private name, so I don't really want to say it. But other than that, it was interesting. You know, I picked up a load of these. I've held on to them. I've not done a lot with them at all. I haven't sold any at all. I've gifted a few. But it's definitely, once again, another size I won't be looking into. Even just a gram of gold in general. I had the Pant bars that was also on the small fractional side. It's just too small. I mean, currently in the time we're in, with the price of spot price of gold, you just feel like you want a lot more. And it's very, you know, underwhelming. But if gold was to jump tomorrow to £10,000, £8,000 an ounce, just like the situation with the old Satoshis, you're going to really appreciate a gram a lot more because you'll be able to get a lot more back for it. But currently, I'm totally out of the fractional gold size, especially ones this small. So that's a 1 gram there. And here we had the fractional elephants. I mean, it was the same thing with these. They first came out and it was just a real tiny small size, very unseen before. I think these were even proof, and getting them in Europe was very hard. So I came across a deal that had them. I jumped on board, and a lot of the times you'll know what they do. Very smart marketing. The coin itself, as I've mentioned, so underwhelming. I mean, that's my thumbnail. You can see that under there. So it's very tiny underneath in the black glove there. They put them in these larger capsules to give them somewhat more of a larger presence. But you know, no one's hating it. I picked these up as well, a few of these at the time. Got them around a decent price when gold was at a decent spot price. But another size I won't be picking up. So these are the real tiny ones. So you've got the 0.5s and the 1 grams there. But I mean, two stunning coins, but just nothing's going to really pop up in this size. You had these, I believe it was the Archangel coins that came out around the same sizes, reverse proof or whatever they was, and it's just not a size. I mean, when I hear that size, I'm turned off straight away. So even if a hot coin came out in these sizes here, I don't think I'd be involved, unless it was something that I'd be a fool not to be involved with. And then we have this here. When I first got onto YouTube, you know, the Kilo King was attached to me because I was really bang into these coins here. So this doesn't actually belong to me. I was supposed to pass it on to the individual, but you can see that I dropped it. So I'm supposed to be getting a new capsule I've been dragging my feet with, but there's no rush here. But this size here, the Kilo coins, was a size I was loading up with at one point. I mean, the premiums are pretty decent on these Kilo coins. They don't go up in premium, especially on the Perth Mint ones. Very recognizable. It's interesting because I've sold a few to UK dealers and they had no problems taking them off my hands for certain coins. I mean, even this one here, very desirable, just like the half ounce, so you're not going to really have a problem shifting that. When my whole strategy changed and I started looking at my stack and realizing it needed to be a lot more liquid, I was saying Brexit proof at the time, just meaning if the gates closed tomorrow and I couldn't get silver VAT free, you know, and on very small premiums to pay, the last thing I want to have is pieces like this if I'm going to be selling what I already had. So I wanted to have pieces that I'd be very comfortable sitting on, no problem, in case we have a price correction or anything, and the Kilo coins just didn't fit into the plan at the time. So I decided to liquidate a load of my Kilo coins. Now, around the same time, a lot of YouTube individuals found out that the Perth Mint were still minting the Kilo coins. You know, a lot of us were under the impression that the Perth Mint mints, and at the end of the year they ceased minting, so they stopped minting. Whereas with the Kilo coins, the Perth Mint, and understandably so, because in the space of a year, 1 Kilo coin, it's not going to really sell a lot. So technically you would have had a coin that had the smallest mintage with these Kilo coins. I mean, it can be tiny. They can sometimes sell up to even like 2,000 coins in 1 year, depending on the motif. So what the Perth Mint do is, even from the mouse, which started in 2008, they're still currently minting the mouse. So they're going to stop minting the Kilo coins as a whole once the series comes to an end. And so that turned off a lot of individuals, understandably so. So, you know, individuals were under the impression that the Kilo coin, when they checked the mintages on the Perth Mint spreadsheet, was being capped and stopped. But once individuals, and it was public knowledge, not that it has not been public knowledge, but a lot of individuals may have overlooked that, they stopped collecting that. That didn't really deter me because I still knew it would be small. It just doesn't help when the Perth Mint may produce, I don't know, 20,000, ship them off to Asia, and then, you know, we're just getting the surplus, and then you have to keep on checking to see what they're like. The Kilo coins, they're always going to be niche, you know. It's for the real, you know, but holding the Kilo, it is something else. I tell you, I do miss holding the magic massive batch that I had. I still have a few stunning pieces, but definitely won't be picking no more up, even if stunning coins come out in smaller sizes. I've done adventurous bigger sizes than this, and for me it's nothing. You know, you could flip this, but stunning size, but nothing I'll be picking up. But I do love seeing them, holding them, touching them. I've been asked a few times about Kilo coins. I mean, for the premiums you're paying on top of a Perth Mint coin, it's still a fantastic game plan. But when you're getting in such large bulk like myself, I do need to go that little step extra and just make sure it's the most liquid and best liquid for me. And these Kilo coins just didn't fit in at the time. But once again, absolute stunning piece. But these are just a few of the coins that I'm no longer picking up regarding the sizes. So it'd be fantastic to hear from you guys what coins you are no longer picking up, whether you've either switched your game plan altogether. We know if you've switched over to crypto, whatever, just your reasons for why you stopped picking up that specific size or coin will be fantastic to hear. So hate it or love it, guys. It'll be great to know what you think of this video. Don't forget to come along and follow me on the links that I left in the description. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll catch you guys on the rebound.